So hello everyone, this is your Krishna from Women Today YouTube channel. So in this channel we have been interviewing many women entrepreneurs across different cities in India. We just traveling to different cities and we are doing offline interviews, and we are also doing online interviews across different cities in India and also across different countries in the world. So today's our guest is from Mumbai. Her name is Samrudhhi ma'am. I welcome you Samrudhhi ma'am to this Women Today YouTube channel. She is a very famous internationally certified image consultant and also a former flight attendant. So please, Samrudhhi ma'am, kindly introduce about yourself, about the kind of professional work that you're doing to the audience who are watching this interview right now, ma'am.
Hello everyone, and thank you Krishna for having me. I'm Samrudhhi Srivastava. I'm an internationally certified image consultant. I have my training solutions called Image Gravitas, where I have multiple trainings and I train people from different walks of life, like your persona enhancement training, the signature program, power presence training that has everything right from your communication till your dressing up, your styling, dining etiquette, your attitude building, confidence building, and multiple other facets that are helpful to build a powerful personality. So I started my career as a child artist. So I spent a lot of years on stage, and that gave me a lot of confidence in terms of interpersonal skills and public speaking, and that is helping me even now. Then I moved to aviation industry and became a flight attendant, where I learned multiple things in terms of, again, internationally, how do you interact with people. So that was a stepping stone for me. And later on, of course, I realized the importance of your presence, how powerful presence can actually impact others as well as your own life. So that's where I established Image Gravitas and got into full-time trainings. I'm also a pageant coach and pageant mentor, where I groom and train pageant contestants for presenting themselves on international platform or national platform as pageant contestants. Yes, thank you.
So the very first question which each and every people ask to an image consultant is very simple, ma'am. So they will be asking like, tell us, how do you actually make sure clients coming to you, you actually train and make them in a way that whatever style that you are recommending to them is actually suiting to their personal style, and also it will suit to the profession they're actually in. So tell us about how you actually do the personal styling of the client that they come towards you, ma'am.
So it's a complete process. I start with counseling session first to understand who the person is, what are their requirements like, to understand what are the strengths and weaknesses, because in my consultation, I don't just help them overcome their weaknesses, but I also help them to find their strengths. At times, many people don't even know what are their hidden strengths are. They only focus on their weaknesses, and that makes them really conscious about themselves, conscious about their personal image. So I help them identify their strengths, and then I help them to use their strengths to overcome their weaknesses. So that's how the process begins. As far as dressing and styling and grooming is concerned, there's a whole process where we do body analysis to find out what kind of clothing, what is the silhouette of clothing that suits them the best. Then there is color analysis, where we find the best suitable colors for them, which make them feel comfortable, confident, and also make them feel more attractive. So that is your color analysis. Then of course there is facial analysis, where we find out the right hairstyle in terms of ladies. For men, it's how do you keep your beards and mustache. Then the length of ties, the type of ties for men, the kind of jacket you are going to wear or the blazer you are going to wear. For ladies, similarly, styling their attire, their handbags, their shoes. So all these stylings go behind dressing and styling segment. After that comes the communication part, where I train completely how to overcome the barriers those are stopping that particular person or my client. So we work on their communication styles, the presentation style, and that's how we work complete on head to toe persona enhancement. Not changing a person completely, but creating a 2.0 version of that person and giving that improved version of themselves.
I do understand, ma'am, that image consultant job has a lot of things to consider. You told about the color analysis. You told about the right clothes that fit in. Speaking about men, how they want to groom, and speaking about women, how they can actually groom themselves. It's a lot of things. Like consider if you're going to build a building, there are a lot of steps. In the same way, being an image consultant is not like a simple job. It's very like each and everything is calculated in a right way. So that's what Samrudhhi ma'am is currently telling us. And also tell us, ma'am, so why one needs and want to come and visit and have a consultation with image consultant? Because each and every success which people have in their life basically depends upon the appearance. And also at the same time, success depends a lot with the basement of this appearance. Whenever you look at a person, the very first image will be having a great impression. So tell us how an image consultant help a person bring success in their life by making sure that they are actually looking in the very perfect manner which suits them according to the professional and personal life and the current affairs which they're having, because there are a lot of things happening in the life. Consider it may be personal, it may be like professional. There are a lot of things. So I think image consultant is a very important job that one should do in their life. So tell us, ma'am, from your perspective, what you want to tell clients that image consultant is really very important in their successful personal and professional life, ma'am.
Absolutely, Krishna. Your question itself had the answer. So, perceptions travel faster than reality. So, people form their first impression about you within 7 to 8 seconds or 7 to 15 seconds the moment they see you. So, your personality speak first and then your words actually travel. So, that's how the first impressions are built. And that's why image consultants are so important, because once you form a negative first impression, then it takes another 7 to 10 positive and consistent attempts to erase that negative first impression and then go about forming another good and refreshed positive impression. So yes, positive impression can be built even if you had first negative impression, but then it needs a lot of efforts. In order to, avoid all that hassles, it's always good to start from the beginning and start forming your first impression from the very first point you step into the room or you meet someone. That's where the image consultants are so important.
So that was a great thing you told about an image consultant, consulting an image consultant, because that's how you can actually make your career even more better, even more stable, even more like futuristic. So also tell us, ma'am, being a former flight attendant, so how will you actually incorporate that ethical ways in actually preparing ourselves, presenting in front of others? So how do you actually incorporate that flight attendant kind of experience into being an image consultant, and tell how you can actually advise people to dress up themselves, ma'am? So also tell us, ma'am, how do you help clients build the confidence, because each and everything which you face in today's world, it's like going crazy. So we have to have confidence inbuilt within ourselves. So tell us, ma'am, how do you help clients build confidence? And also tell us, ma'am, being a former flight attendant, you must have gone through a lot of things. There will be a lot of passengers coming in different modes, and you should have to stay calm under different pressurized situations. So how do you always tell people to be calm in each and every escalated situations? So tell us both about the kind of confidence building and also how to stay calm when you are in a totally pressurized condition, ma'am.
I'll answer the first question. How do you build the confidence? Self-belief is the root of confidence building. Self-belief and self-acceptance. Accept yourself the way you are. Don't go as per what others are saying, what your relatives or friends are saying, because some of them would be giving you genuine feedback and some of them would just be trying to pull you down. So you need to identify between those feedback. Don't let it get into your head, but definitely use the criticism for your own improvement. You do not have to reject yourself. Accept yourself the way you are. Accept your limitations. Work upon them. The day you accept yourself, that in itself will start building confidence in you. And of course, simultaneously, you're working upon your weaknesses, you're building up your strengths, and you will become unstoppable. Now, coming back to your second question, how do you control your stress? How do you maintain calm amongst that chaos? So, certain breathing exercises that I would do that time back when I was flight attendant, and now I pass on to my students, is 7-11 breathing technique. Very, very useful. You breathe in for the count of 7 and you breathe out for the count of 11. So you breathe in longer, and then you breathe in for a shorter time, but you breathe out for a longer duration. 2 to 3 times you repeat it, immediately you will feel that your nerves are quite calm and you are under control. So this 7-11 breathing technique helps a lot in stressful scenario. Then of course there are multiple other things like sipping your chamomile tea. That helps a lot in stressful scenario, especially when you are having sleepless nights due to irregular schedule. So chamomile tea would always be my go-to remedy whenever I would be having irregular hours. So these are few things which are directly associated with your inner health that help you maintain that calm in that stressful or chaotic situation.
Yeah, that's a great kind of understanding. That 7-11 technique is great because even now I just practiced a long deep breath, and inhaling and exhaling really works well. And also at the same time, accept yourself, because when you're going in front of everyone in the stage and you know that you're totally under fear, but you should not try to hide, because once you try to hide, your brain will totally get confused what to actually react. So first accept that, okay, I'm right now in a stress situation. I can make myself come out of it. So your body language comes from the inner thoughts, the confidence. So accept yourself. That's a great kind of things which we are learning from you, ma'am.
Flight attendant's career teaches us a lot of things. Like while I worked as flight attendant for nearly a decade, I learned many things. First of all, understanding people, because the basics of that career itself is you're interacting with strangers. Day in and day out, there are multiple people flying with you in the aircraft, taking care of them, treating them as your own person, taking care of them, understanding their requirements, maintaining that patience and still keeping the calm under that stressful scenario. That is what I learned from that career. How to stay calm in that chaos is something that I learned, and that is what is helping me even today to become a successful image consultant. I can understand people, I can understand their psychologies, I know how to make them feel comfortable so that I can get more out of them, and then I can help them to grow better. So of course, yes, absolutely, flight attendant's career has helped me grow personally as well as professionally.
Yeah, that's a great thing, ma'am, because being a flight attendant, and you told the very first thing which comes into your mind, like you're seeing different passengers from across different countries. The very first thing, you have to make sure that you are calm at each and every situation, because when you board the aircraft, when you deboard the aircraft, when you are inside the aircraft, you have to do your duties in a way that nobody should see that in the struggles in your face. So that's the thing which actually makes each and every people look good. So the way you dress up, and the most important thing is how you feel inside. So that's the good thing, and that's a great answer from you, ma'am. So the next part is, tell us, ma'am, how do you actually help your clients build the communication part and the body skills, because body skills are something very important. So when you're speaking, your body also speaks with you, along with you. So tell us, how will you help clients improve the kind of presentation, the communication skills? So tell us about it, ma'am.
Body language is directly associated with your thought process. How you feel reflects in your body language. So if you're feeling confident, that will reflect in your body language. If you're feeling nervous, even if you're trying to show that you're confident, but if you're nervous from inside, people will gauge that you're nervous. Similarly, if you're tired, that will be reflecting in your body language. So how you think reflects in your body language. So first thing I need to work upon is confidence building in my clients or my students. So we work upon confidence building so that they are in a situation where they are able to control their stress and anxiety. We make them do multiple exercises, the breathing exercises to control those stressful scenarios or anxiety, make them feel comfortable, and then move ahead with teaching them a proper syllabus on body language and proper facial expressions and your postures.
So tell us, ma'am. So there will be a lot of persons coming to you, and they should be in a better place right now. They should be like transformed totally. There is a different transition before coming to you and after coming to you. Before coming and meeting an image consultant like you, and after coming and visiting an image consultant like you, they must have transformed themselves in a very stylish manner. So tell us about your success stories, whatever you wanted to tell to the audience, ma'am.
There is a success story with every client who walks in to my training center or training solution. And we start that success story right from first session. So we record a video before and after, right, and on that first session itself. And the transformation begins from that day. And that is what the success story is. So there are multiple success stories. As I said, there's a success story attached with every client. But yes, if you ask me any recent, I would like to give an example of my 10-year-old student. She took up power presence program for during her vacations, a 10-day power presence program. So her mom introduced her to me as, a slightly introvert or probably shy girl, and she wanted to work upon her communication skills. But as and when I took up the sessions with her, she evolved beautifully. She grasped everything that was taught to her slowly and steadily. By the end of 10th session, so I would say 10th day, within 10 days I could see a huge transformation in her. During that process, as I said, I helped my client also identify their strengths, and surprisingly we identified a beautiful strength in her, and that was a singing ability. She was an excellent singer. So by the end of the 10th session, we organized a small ceremony where I invited her parents. We kept it completely as a surprise. They didn't know that she can sing so well. And she worked upon her singing and she presented that song. So where parents were thinking that probably she's slightly shy or she's introvert, and now they saw a girl who's so confident, she can perform and she can rather sing so well. And they were very much pleased with that. So that's how the success stories go. Yes.
Yeah. That's actually a great success story, ma'am, because you're making sure that that's what we have been talking in the beginning itself. Once you feel confident inside, everything will be, body language will be coming in the flow. Like that kid was coming to you and they were having a lot of pressures within themselves. And the thing you did is very simple. You took that pressure out, and each and everything flowed accordingly. That inner talent, that was a blockage. That confidence was lagging. So being an image consultant, you built that confidence, you removed that blockage. So inner kind of, what the exact word is, talent. The talent is coming out. So that's the great success story, ma'am. So also tell us, ma'am, in image consulting industry, not only in image consulting industry, you take any industries, in a cinema industry, in education industry, in real estate industry, there is a lot of trends happening. Each and every decade, for each and every 10 years, there will be a latest trend. So tell us, in image consulting industry, what do you think that it is the latest trend happening that you wanted to tell to the audience, ma'am?
In earlier days, image consultation was pretty popular abroad. However, in India, now it is evolving really well. Image consultation earlier was associated only with people, like a person is going to an image consultant and getting himself or herself transformed in a beautiful manner. But now image consultants also work for brands and company to build a brand image or that company's image. Image consultants also work on digital platform to create your digital image, like your bloggers or influencers or a brand's digital image. So everywhere where you're reflecting your image consultants come in picture, and then they help them grow in their own respective fields.
Image consulting in each and every industry. Consider before, it will be existing only in fashion industry. Right now, it has moved to the cinema industry. Like now, it's moving to the professional industry. Like you're going for an IT company, people are getting a lot of advices how to present in front of you, in front of the many people in the interviews, and also for the seminars, and also for your business kind of projects, kind of meetings. And also what to say, nowadays even like politicians are coming to image consultant. I have seen many politicians, like they'll be giving them, okay, this is the right image, that's where they can help people win the hearts. Because when you see the own favorite candidate in elections, so that image is totally very much important. That's what they have been speaking it for many decades. So right now we are proving that image consultant is very much important for each and every industry in today's world, ma'am. Yes, tell me, ma'am. So also you have conducted many pageants over here. So right now you are heading HERWA, that is Hiranandani's President's Welfare Association. So you are now conducting many pageant works. So you are heading it actually. So tell us about your pageant works. And also many people, if they want to have a kind of entering the pageants, they will be thinking like only a slim trim girl with a beautiful face and something like that can enter. So tell us, is there any kind of other qualifications which will actually encourage people to enter into this pageant industry? And also tell us about your future ventures, whatever you wanted to tell to the people about your pageant works and also about your past. You must have worked with many pageant works, so tell us all about it, ma'am.
Yes, Krishna, sure. So currently I am heading a project that is organized by HERWA. It's Miss and Mrs. India 2026. It's a national pageant. And as you said, usually there is this parameter that, a certain height or certain looks are accepted in pageant, but this particular pageant is breaking all the stereotype. We are focusing on women empowerment because I personally believe, and that's what even HERWA believes, that beauty is not outer beauty or not just a pretty face. It's about your personality inside out. So if you feel that you are a woman who can inspire others, you qualify for the pageant. You do not need to have certain height or weight or age, rather 16 years minimum age criteria for Miss category and 18 years and above for Misses. But for maximum, there is no age limit. You could be 60-year-old, but you may have that charm and that confidence about yourself, that kind of self-belief about yourself. You can just simply come and present yourself. So that is what this pageant is all about. Or this is the beauty of this beauty pageant. It's breaking all the stereotypes. As you say about earlier pageants, yes, nowadays a lot of these stringent criteria is kind of overlooked, and women from all walks of life can participate in the pageants. And pageant is a wonderful thing. It's no more associated only with your beauty. It's your transformation. When you attend multiple sessions in beauty pageant, you go through a lot of grooming sessions, you present yourself in stage, there's a shift in your mindset. You look at yourself in completely different way, and you can notice that difference in yourself. And I have heard from my own students saying that the way people used to treat them earlier, now people treat them with a lot of respect once they came out from that beauty pageant, because somewhere that self-belief starts reflecting. So yes, beauty pageants don't just work for beauties, but they work for confidence building and overall personality and success.
A great message, because people always think that whenever just going and doing a ramp walk or they entering into the fashion industry or pageants or something like that, people always think about the beauty. But the thing is that the beauty kind of things, the very first thing as the basement is the confidence. So once you enter, consider you're just going and speaking to a friend circle, and you're in a depressed situation and you're just going to talk to a friend, and you'll be talking to a group of friends, and when you're coming out, you'll be in a totally relaxed and you'll be in a better mind. So in the same way, an image consultant like you, that's what you have told about the success story. That kid who was not even that parents were, they were not aware of the singing talent. So you made sure that you removed that blockage, and with the help of that, so you helped that kid bring out the talents. So that's how I actually think that image consultant is helping people build confidence, not only in the beauty pageants but also in many other trends. So that's a great thing, ma'am. That was a great kind of conversation with you, ma'am. Samrudhhi ma'am has really explained a lot about image consulting, mainly about confidence building. That's a great thing, the message which we got via this interview, because each and every person, if they want to feel success, they should have confidence. Please don't feel anything about yourself. Please don't accept. You should accept the way you feel. but you should not accept the way that others feel. That's the kind of message which I wanted to tell. And also, from your end, being an image consultant and being a former flight attendant, there will be one single message which we wanted to convey to the people. It may be to the kids, it may be to the old age people, it may be to the middle aged people, it may be teenage working person or non-working person or any person in the world. So what is the particular message you wanted to convey to the audience via this interview, ma'am?
One thing that I always tell, your attitude decides the altitude of your success. What is altitude? The height. So your attitude decides the altitude of your success. It's all about your attitude. It's all about your mindset. Whether you're accepting yourself, as you said, look at yourself from your own eyes rather than somebody else's perspective. So have a winning mindset. Don't pressurize yourself to win something, and also don't pressurize yourself with that thought that what if I lose something. Have a neutral mindset, to which I call winning mindset. Working towards a goal but not really taking the pressure of performance. Secondly, do not compete with others but compete with yourself. Say, for example, you're competing with somebody who is doing 5% better than you, and then you want to, kind of override that. So you will do 10% better than the person. But what if your capability is doing 100% better than the other person? So rather than competing with others, compete with yourself. Be the better version of yourself than what you were yesterday. That is the message that I would like to give to everybody, to youngsters, to the freshers, to working professionals, and also to children.
That was really a mind-blowing message. Compete with yourself instead of competing with others. That's a great thing. And also, how your attitude is always determines your altitude. So, if you want to go higher and higher in your life, make sure that you should have a very humble beginnings, and also you should be having a very confident one. That's a great message, ma'am. So people who are watching this interview, please do subscribe to Women Today YouTube channel, and please click on the bell icon so that you can receive notifications whenever I post new videos regarding women entrepreneurs and working women across different cities in India and also across different countries in the world. So today's our guest is from Mumbai. Her name is Samrudhhi. So she is a very famous image consultant and also an internationally certificated image consultant and also a former flight attendant. She is doing a lot of pageant works right now. So thank you once again, Samrudhhi ma'am, for accepting me to host this wonderful interview with you. We had a lot of great conversations with you. So once again, thank you, ma'am. Good evening. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you so much.
So that's a wrap.